In interviews, we typically ask the question, are you coachable? And I actually don't like that question, if I'm being frank and candid. Reason being is because everyone's going to answer yes to that. It's a yes or no question. And if you ask 100 people, are you coachable? 100 people are going to say, of course I am, because why would anyone ever admit that they're not? I think it's worth digging a little bit deeper into that question and trying to figure out and maybe do a little self-evaluation as to whether or not we actually are coachable. In most environments, especially corporate environments, most people are given some sort of territory or pipeline or a list of leads or accounts or opportunities to work. Regardless of what it is, let's pretend for a moment that you have a pipeline in your hands, something that you have to accomplish on a day-to-day or weekly basis. If you've ever used the term, these leads are no good, nobody can work this pipeline, and I am unable to close anything in this area or city, and nobody can close anything in this area or city. What you've now done, whether it's on purpose or not, you've just branded yourself as somebody who is really difficult to work with. Furthermore, and even worse, and this is the part that I really don't think anyone means to do, you've put yourself in a bucket of people who don't take any ownership for their own actions. And that's really, really tough in any environment. So let's take a step back and try to kind of dissect what it is that we say and then how it's actually perceived. To say the term, these leads are no good, what you're saying out loud is, I have not made any mistakes whatsoever. To say, nobody can close in this city, what you're saying is, I'm perfect and everybody in this city is not perfect. Got to be careful about how you phrase things. And from a leadership standpoint, when we are working with someone who says these leads are no good or nobody can close these leads, it makes it actually impossible to coach someone, because now we've remained with one of two options. Option number one, get you new leads that are somehow magically going to close. Or option number two, you're going to quit because there's nothing here that you can do effectively. I never want someone to resign, and I never want someone to feel like the leads in their territory are no good, because the job is never to find the golden lead. The job is to find the gold within the lead. So let me help you rephrase some of these questions. And even if you're in leadership, you want to help some of your people rephrase some of these questions. Instead of saying these leads are no good, try saying, I haven't had much luck in this area, and I would really love it for someone to help me understand how to be better. Instead of saying this territory is impossible to work with, maybe ask, has anyone seen success in this territory? And can that person sit down with me and help me? You're saying the same thing, but you're saying it in two different ways. You're still expressing your frustration, which is okay to do, but expressing your frustration in a way where nobody can do anything about it puts you in a pretty tough spot. Expressing your frustration in a way where you're open to help and you're humble enough to ask for it and actually open to hearing someone else's perspective will accomplish so many things. Number one is you'll actually be happier at work. Number two is you might actually find success, and that success will lead to more revenue for you. Humility versus arrogance. Arrogance is saying nobody can close this territory or nobody can work these leads. Humility is saying, I haven't seen success. Can someone help me? Same scenario, two different approaches. One's going to get you a lot farther in your professional career.